I don't know, but I think I'm live already on X, but I don't think I'm live on Telegram. It's not even connecting. I don't know why it's not connecting. Keep saying, oh, finally connect. Okay, show my screen. Okay. Cletus, help me confirm quickly. I won't be able to. I'm not hearing you, but I know that you are speaking. You just send a message to my DM. Help me confirm if my voice is very audible on Telegram and also on X. Just that. If it's audible, like clear, just normal clear, and also on X, not just Telegram. Alright, thank you. So just send me a message before I proceed. So I'm waiting for your message before I proceed. Before I proceed. So I'm waiting. And that's, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that sound, but it's still there. The sound is still there. It's still disturbing me. Okay, so I think since everyone can hear me, I'll just go ahead. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to you or whatever you're watching. What the fuck is this and showing me offline now? I don't get. Yes. So we're going to start. Just in case you have a message you want to drop it under the comments, not the live comments. I'm not seeing, I'm not there, but I can use my phone then to view whatever you drop in the live comments. Hopefully MTN does not mess with me this morning, because I can see that my router even disconnected not quite long, because if you look at it, the live started 2 times. I don't know, MTN should behave themselves this morning. This is just it. Okay, so a lot has happened during the week. Quite a lot happened during the week. We had so many trades go the way they want to go, and yeah, we didn't meet twice last week, on Wednesday and also on Friday. The last time we met was on Monday. Alright, that's the last time we had a the live session like this, but we're here now. So let's go into the charts, starting off with the what's it called now, GBP USD. Now looking at GBP USD, right, this is the price action from last week. So if I go to the weekly time frame, so the weekly time frame suggested that we closed bullish. That's why price went to, last week we saw price taking out all this liquidity, took it out everything on the weekly notes, like still on the weekly notes, right? So that's as taking it out already. So I just want to just stay on 4 hours today. I don't want to do much on other time frames because overall it's still bullish. Yeah. So overall price is still bullish. This is the 8-hour time frame. Okay, if you look at it now, you can see that price is still bullish. So that's why when you look at it from the weekly perspective like this, price closed above it. Yeah. So price closed above the previous week high. It closed above, although it had a rejection. So just consider this rejection as a pullback. Price would still continue in its bullish move. When it's going to continue, I don't know, right? I don't know. But then what I can tell you is it looks like we're still in the bullish market, because we are. If you look at this now, this is the 8-hour time frame, like I said. But when we fall down to the 4-hour time frame, if you go down to the 4-hour time frame, there's an internal what's it called, internal trade here, internal breakout, in the sense that price broke 2 times here like this. So you had this breakout structure here, and we had the second breakout structure here. Alright, and price just, from there just came down from there. I have a sale on this trade. I think I'm going to close it now. So away from this one, let's just focus on the directional bias. So from 4 hours, we're still going to be looking at this as a bullish market, with this low as a sweep of liquidity and then this rejection. So 2 parts I want us to keep our POIs at will be here, this particular part, and also this rejection candle here. So we have a rejection candle here, sweep of liquidity. This is the rejection candle here. So a rejection candle is here, and we have a fair value gap just resting below it. So what am I suggesting that we wait for is mitigation of one of these 2 POIs, then shifts. So when you go to the 5-minute time frame, and then probably we get a shift of structure, then we might trade it now. Shift of structure in this sense will be, let me just, so you have price coming down inside the POI. Yeah, it was trying to trade inside the POI, went up, and then let's just take it down, then it went down here, right? So meaning that the last high that pushed price inside this POI is here. So when I said wait for a displacement, I'm saying wait for price to go up, take out this previous high, then it to signify that we want to go up, wait for a pullback, and then we take the buy from there. But then since today is Monday, basically what we do on Mondays is not usually for entries like that. It's just to get ourselves prepared for the markets and what the market is doing part time. Alright, so for GBSD it's a buy continuation we're going to be looking towards, but upon confirmations then we're going to take the trade. So that's on GBSD. Then the next is obviously EURUSD. So if you look at it from last week, the analysis that I had, right, I told us that what I told us is that price will go to that drawn liquidity, of which it completed its objective before market close last week. You can see it here. So drawn liquidity was met already, and so I think it's doing the same thing that price is doing too on GU. So here, although this rejection bar, whatever I want to call it now, has been mitigated though, and this one has been mitigated. I used to say there's one rule I used to go with. I'll say partial mitigation is still mitigation. You get, I always say that the partial mitigation is still mitigation. So this rejection bar, I'm not going to use it. The rejection candle, I'm not going to use it. What my focus would be on is only two things now: fair value gap here and a reclaim block movement here, meaning that you see this level that was swept, this low that was swept here, right? I would wait for price to go up, then close above these candles, then it will do something that we call a reclaimed block, meaning price goes up like this, it goes up, then come back to reclaim it and go on. It might have done that, so we will just check. Dear Lord Jesus, strong sell. Alright, so but this is just one projection, because I want to draw your attention to something. Oh, okay. What I want to draw attention to, because I'm just drawing POIs, but also I'm not going to take my eyes away from the fact that there are some clear fundamentals that are pushing price. Throughout last year, I was always telling us about something about the DXY. The administration that we are presently facing, which is Donald Trump now, yeah, these guys, they are not one to allow the dollar to fall. Dollar has been weak for a while. They are not one to do that. I saw a news during the weekend that there's one thing we used to call price injection. In economics, we have price injection and price injection and also leakage. So I saw it during the week that they're going to impute, which is inject an amount of dollars into their economy again. Now, what this is done, or why this is done, usually on the theoretical aspect and also realistical aspect, yeah, is this: they do that when the economy is facing a downtime, which is, in layman English, the economy is not doing well, and so they're looking for ways to boost the economy by creating more jobs, right, and increasing the purchasing power of the people. Thereby, if you create more jobs, that means you will see that people will have more money, right, than how they used to. It's not like they'll be so certainly rich, they'll have more money than they used to have. Then also their purchasing power increases. When your purchasing power increases, your standard of living, they'll create other infrastructures that make sure standard of living also increase. So they are not burdened by tax, they are not burdened by all these things. So when their standard of living increases, they can want to purchase, they want to spend, and the economy starts injecting, boosting itself or pushing itself back up. So the economy right now is facing a certain level of inflation due to the tariff. Now they are going into next plan, which is to inject this money inside the economy. What will this do on the long run? I'm just here now thinking about it, that okay, what would it do in the long run if many people now have money and all that? It will bring about stability in price. So there will be price stability, okay, the increase in standard of living. All right, what else? I think I'll just stay on that too, so that I don't stay too long. There will be those two, meaning that the economy starts with boosting back up. So it's crippling down now, but it will start boosting up. So if the dollar, and they're enacting policies that will make sure the dollar is strong back, what do you think is going to happen on the charts? It means that those Euro USD, JP USD, and the rest of them, then you start seeing them selling. That's what it means, because USD is the dollar, Euro, you know that that's Euro, right? So if USD is stronger, what will happen to euro? It will be weaker. And what will be visible on the chart? It will be a sell. Do you get what I mean? So on that note, right? On that note, I've already told you what we're going to wait for here. But I strongly believe that a breakout is already imminent because of that news I saw. You don't play with economic policies that have to do with injections and leakage. You don't play with them. They are very strong ones. So this is euro now. So you can see that even a breakout has occurred already. At least you can see it, right? A breakout has already occurred. So I'm going to take out this POI, but I'll go to 8 hours because there are certain POIs that we must watch out for. Yeah, there are certain POIs that we must watch out for to see how price is going to play around those levels. That are key levels, very important levels. Like this is 8 hours fair value gap now, so I will just put it out there, leave it alone. It's not that I'm making any decision with it. We'll just wait. Let's see how price is going to trade inside it. So for now, we're observing and looking at, okay, this is what price is doing, this is what price has done. All right. So for EURUSD, it has been retracing since last week, and price has eventually swept this low. Like I said, if we have a bullish engulfing candle, which is a bullish candle to the upside, obviously a bullish candle is going up. You don't have a bullish candle that goes down, right? So if you have a bullish candle, right, and it closes with a bullish engulfing, emphasis on bullish engulfing, covers these candles that are here, then what we're going to do is we're going to look forward to taking a buy position. If that does not happen, we're just going to wait to see what price is going to do before Wednesday. On Wednesday we should start seeing their major movement. So that's on EURUSD. So the trend for 4 hours is already a breakout. Yeah, then in 8 hours the trend is still standing strong. When you have when trend are usually like that, I always tell you that it's safe for you to just stay out. You get, it's safe for you to just stay out of the market until price settles. So this AUD/USD, see the same thing that like they're playing. So AUD/USD is just moving the same way with EURUSD. But why this one is peculiar, or why it's different to me, is that I can see a break of structure from the 4 hours here. Then I can also see the break of this structure here. If you go to maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, this is what you will call a market structure shift. Why? Because it has a confirmation. So I'll just show you in 2 hours. My neck is paining me. Alright, so you see this now. So if we call this, you call this a market structure shift. Why would you want to call it a market structure shift? Because it has a confirmation. Okay, it's basically because it has a confirmation. So that's one. This is the confirmation here when price broke the structure for the second time. I don't know why this one even writes this thing like this. I be one reduce so just reduce it to like 10 or 8 7. I like using 8. I don't want to see it like that. So you already have a market structure shift, right? So what we want to wait for is, okay, where are we going to take the confirmation sell from? Because for now the trend has shifted to be sell, except there is something that happened during the week, and then we then have something, pushing price way back up, fine. But I think I took a sell from here from last week, although like I said, I was not online to make an analysis or anything. I was very busy. So I took a sell from this 2 hour OB, and I'm holding the sell downwards. I'm holding the sell to here. So I'm holding the sell to this place here. So except this, so this is my undrawn liquidity, alright? So except except price comes back to that original entry again, then you can do whatever you want to do. But for me, this is where I sold from, and I'm holding the sell down to this drawn liquidity. Okay, for AUD/USD. Alright, Most of the trades I took last week were USD sell, USD trade. I took sell on GU, I took sell on EU, I took sell on AE. I just took them sparingly in my accounts, like I just distributed them. Alright, so this is an analysis like that was done almost 2 weeks ago. From what I can see, the trend is still bullish though, but there is an internal shift in the trend here. But let's confirm if we have two breaker structures, because this is the structure, the last breaker structure to the upside, giving this level as the swing low. Okay, here is the swing low. So but before this happened, we had one major breaker structure here like this. So for now, the fact is this structure has not fully broken or shown us that it's going bearish for now. So I would need this one to expand, break this low very well with a full body, like break it for the second time, then I can treat it as a bearish market. So for now, I'll just tell us, just stay off, stay clear. If you are trading from the higher time frame, just stay clear. But then you see this fair value gap here, most of the things have been dragging out for us to take note of is fair value gap. So you see the fair value gap here, take note of it. When price taps into it, when price trades into it, what I'll be looking out for is I'll be looking for a displacement, which is for price to trade into it then shift. For those ones that might not be used to the whole idea of displacement, then I'm saying I'm waiting for price to shift. That's what I'm saying basically. Okay, so that's on NZD USD, by the way. Then the next one we have is on USD JPY. I took this buy when it came to 2-hour OB. Let me just show you. Let's see. I think it hit CP this morning. It was I don't know, should I say it was a close call though, but it hit CP this morning. This was a 2-hour OB here, so I bought it with 2-hour OB. Price mitigated 2-hour OB here, so I took the trade from here. I targeted 2 points or 2 spots, which is the second spot ended at the fair value gap in 2 hours here. So my entry was from here. It was just a 3-hour trade though. Everything, like I said, they were all from last week. So like this, they were all from last week. It was no more than 4 hours. So like this. Alright, so for this week, if you tell me okay, what would then now be my own expectations for price, I'll tell you, I see USD as gaining momentum to the upside, because even looking at it from here, right, let's take this one off now. So looking at it from here, yeah, you can see that there's a market structure shift. Why? You can see a clear buyer structure, broker structure here. It's very clear. Now I can see another one here. You might not see it, but I know I can see it here. One of the reasons why I bought when I bought the USJPY last week. So I can see this one here. To me, I feel like, oh, this is the beginning of a shift of a structure. I don't want to see it break for the second time. So when it did that and it broke for the second time, I knew, oh fuck, then we have a problem. Alright, so now there's already a sweep of liquidity here, so meaning that if price is going to pull back, this is the POI that you should just waiting for price to come to, because this POI now has a sweep, it has a break of structure, it has a fair value gap, and it has another block. The best of POIs have all these things I've just listed for you. Sweep offs, they have a sweep, you know, then they have a visible sweep, they have a visible break of structure, they have fair value gap, close or mitigated though, then they have it close to another block, and everything aligns here. So on USJPY, that's what I'll tell you, that okay, we should wait for a buy continuation. But then, like I said, we're not going to take any trade without confirmations. Most of these trades till Wednesday, Tuesday evening, Wednesday, alright, Tuesday evening or Wednesday, that is when they're going to like kick off, or that's when we're just going to be ready to buy. So on USJPY, I would like us to like pay attention to this. because I feel like the market structure has shifted, that the market structure has shifted already. All right, so please take that into consideration. Take that into consideration. I got one. So on USD card, what do we see? What did we see, or what can I see? So what I can see on USD card is price is trading up. Like I said, this price has shifted the structure, but I'm not going to work with what I think. Like I'm seeing something in one pair, so I then use it to make decision for all pairs. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, I don't do that though, by the way. All right, for those ones that are even also watching live, you can retweet it, which is you're watching from YouTube, or if you're watching on YouTube you can only share the link. If you're watching from X, you can retweet it. Retweet. I don't know, the X algorithm has changed of recent, and most contents are just put down. It's just things that I used to catch cruise, that things that people will laugh with and all that, that gains momentum now. So if you don't engage with certain posts, even though they're educational, it's not going anywhere. If they remain in 1000 views or 500 views or even 50 views, so help me retweet it right now. Thank you very much. Oh dear Lord Jesus. So I'm waiting, and yeah, it is. Alright, let's proceed. So if you look at USD card, I can see that it's gaining momentum to the upside. Alright, it's gaining momentum to the upside, and what that means is, obviously you already know what that means, right? You know that the market is shifting its structure. Now if I should draw out a let's say I'm trying to draw out an external trend line like this, you can see that the breakout is imminent. That's what I've been trying to say since, or communicate, that a breakout is already imminent on this, and this is just one way of drawing the trend. I think there will be a class where a session, I don't know, after using class there will be a session where I teach how to draw trend lines. So this is already a breakout. This is another way to draw a trend line. I'll teach a particular session on that, because a lot of persons draw their trend line wrongly. Be like, oh, I use the same strategy that you use, but what the heck, this thing ended, I didn't even know it ended. Oh fuck, I think the network is really bad. Wow. On my way, with you, follow in your grace. On my way, with you. For those ones that are just joining, the previous session ended. I don't even know when it ended. That's the funny thing. I didn't know it has ended since. All the best though, all the best. MTN don't start their rubbish show. MTN has started. So okay, from what I'm saying here, we have a breakout that is already imminent. Okay, I'm trying to look if there's going to be like a shift in structure and shit. It's just one POI, but there's space. So it's more than one candle. There's not one candle, so can use it. So I will be buying from here. A second POI. Hold on first. I can't see any POI now. So 1 hour and 2 hours. Go to 1 hour. Okay. So 2 hours, let me see. In concentration, I'll buy from this 2 hour OB like this. From here, the price is very close already though. Let's look on swing points like this. Alright, second swing point, candle close. So we have a pending trade yet to trigger for USD card. It's be a buy trade that we're going to take. For those that are joining X, unfortunately this thing disconnected. I just found out, and it can be frustrating, to be honest, right? It can be frustrating, but then bear with me. I've been a day with me. They say day with me. No, it's not my fault. It's MTN. I don't know, pay a huge sum of money to buy this router. I subscribe more than almost 40,000 naira every month, and router go dey misbehave. But then I feel like it's location bound, because when I was in a certain place in Lagos, I didn't have issues with it at all. The 5G was even working very well, so it's location bound, by the way. So no problem. So just do well, just retweet it, so that those ones that were there before can rejoin. So we're going to wait for USD card to enter. So for now, I know that price is trading at a key level. Is what you call breaker block and all shit, right? So price is already at a breaker block, but me, I'll buy from here because I know this is where people will sell from, and majority at the end of the day might be used for liquidity, including me. So I'm not even saying that people will be used as liquidity, but me, I will not be used as no. If you be say me we run from liquidity, now me price go later use as liquidity. It dey happen like that, you get. So a new USD card, I'm going to be buying from that 2-hour OB that I showed you or showed us. That's what I'm going to be buying from. Then if it fails, my second mitigation point where I'm going to be waiting for price will be on the fair value gap from the 4 hours. So I guess you can see that fair value gap from the 4 hours, right? So do well to retweet the session, because there were a lot of persons that were here. They are not here again because the thing disconnected. I didn't know when it disconnects. So to proceed, procedure, it's just gonna proceed right now. So that's on USD card. The next one we have is on USD CHF. So USD CHF too, okay, wait, I think I know I got stopped out. That's why I did not see this trade though. I got stopped out on this USD CHF. I was on the buy on USD CHF last week. Like I said, I was on the buy on USD CHF last week, alright? But I got stopped out on the trade. But I have seen a continuation for price, because I feel like price is going to continue. This POI is where I'm going to be watching price closely. Because it has mitigated this here. This POI here, this OB, which is this fair value, there's a fair value gap there. Like if you look at it very well now, this one has a fair value gap, right? And it has another block also, but it has mitigated both the fair value and the other block, so I'm not counting this one. So that's why I said this POI is where I'm going to be watching price, and price comes here, I'll be waiting for a displacement, then take a buy from this level on USD CHF. Because I believe that I believe that DXY is going to go strong, which is the dollar is going to be strong in a couple of days, a couple of weeks. But then believe is not a strategy and hope is not a strategy. So I'm going to trade what I'm seeing. So what I'm seeing right now is what I am saying, that this is what I'm going to do because I'm seeing this. All right. So I'm going to wait for a mitigation of this POI as the week go by on USDCHF. Then the next one I have is on gold now. And so then when I look at what gold has done, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Because this guy literally went all the stress of this in how many days, like in how many pips was this, and then he covered it all. Man, this is so terrible, 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 terrible. Gold is gonna buy. I don't know what it wants to do right now, but for now it's clear that the trend is what is bearish. Okay, if you go and check the weekly time frame now, let's see where price is trading from. You will see that price is trading from, I think you can see it clearly, right? It's trading from it's trading from another block on the weekly time frame, and you can just use this list to continue because on the weekly time frame it's still a bullish market. Do you get? So on the overall, I'm using overall, not candle by candle now. Overall it's still a bullish market. So those ones I used to buy and hold those commodities, assets, and the rest of them. This is the time to buy and hold whatever, I don't know. But since we trade it technically, all right, this is the weekly level and price is trading off that level. So if I'm going to take any decision on gold, I'll leave it until I see something clear. I don't want you to hide it. I'll tell you, I don't really know how to trade gold. I said it now. Last year, for example, using last year as an example, in the whole year I had only 4 entries on gold in one full year, and that 4 entries, 3 were TPs, one was a loss in the whole year. Today I don't really know how to trade gold that much. I'm not Lex or Spotless or Fortune. There are many people that I know that they just trade strictly gold. They just trade only gold. So I'm not Lex consult, you know. So I don't know how to trade it yet, but I'm learning it. That's just it. The funny thing is I am learning it. Okay, overall. So I'm learning how to use it though, by the way. I'm learning a particular strategy for gold, just for gold alone, just for gold, just for gold. All right. So I think it's time to continue, right? Yeah. So we're going to leave gold and its problems alone. BTC should be next, I guess. Oh, the almighty Bitcoin has fallen. And can you see how smoothly it did? I told you to take this sell. I did not just give you down to the details, I gave you down to the PUI, to the entry, to the timing, everything precise, and it delivered as precise as possible. So the last time when we met, I said, okay, this was what we're gonna do. All right, there is a bigger structure here which we identify. There is a sweep of liquidity here which we identify, and I said, okay, this level will serve as an inducement for price, of which price is going to come back to this list and retest it. This is supposed to be a Quasimodo QMR. So but what happened here is, if I'm to use the PUI here that failed, it got rejected in front, so there's no way to use it. So I rather use the rejection candle here. And so what we waited for, or what I told you to wait for, is wait for price to mitigate this rejection candle and then sell from there, and that's the sell that we can see. I wanted to take another sell continuation here, but price is not mitigating me, so I will just make another one. Alright, now from the higher time frame, let me show you something I saw. Can me Purify my motives through your. I don't even know if this. I don't know if the live session has ended again. If you don't end again, if you don't end, start again, because this thing is just messing up. It does not end though. I'm surprised. Rubbish. So from the hour time frame, there's a sweep of liquidity here. I'm not saying that because this sweep nothing is going to happen or price is not going to go through here. No, I'm just saying that it's somewhere that I will want to like take into consideration that okay, this low price is already very close to it. You can see it's very very close to it already. So two things are going to happen. The moment it takes out this low, the moment it takes out the low in 47,000 of 46 rather 44,000, the moment it takes it off, just forget it. Just forget it. DXY will just continue. MSA DXY, BTC will just continue falling down, like falling down, because and even the way it's even looking now, it's looking so bearish, because from the weekly time frame itself, it has two break of structures. You know what it means to have two break of structures in a particular direction, then especially from the weekly time frame. So if you look at it from the weekly time frame, the trend line, you can see that is a breakout. This is the breakout. Okay, so if I want to take away this breakout and just take note of only the break of structures, you can see that the first break of structure was around this level here, 1, and then a major break here, 2. This alone tells us that guy, this thing is as bearish as fuck. So anything you want to do, you can keep on taking sell until we have a shift of structure. When I see a shift, I will tell us. Alright, I'll make sure that I draw our attention to it. But for now, it's still bearish. There is no shift confirmation or anything. Alright, so that's on Bitcoin. Then the next one we have is GBP-JPY. Now GBP-JPY, I had this bias for us. Why? Because it's bearish, number one, and then what I feel like price is doing is expanding, like it's expanding into this POI, this level. So if you look to this side here, you can see that there is a fair value gap here, of which price rejected from, just like the thing that I just deleted. So a few pains in my neck. So immediately price rejected it. I want to check other time frames like 2 hours and the rest. So the first mitigation, there was a bearish engulfing and then price went up, then mitigated it again and then shifted again. But what I'm waiting for, the exact thing I'm looking for, is a bearish engulfing candle, complete bearish engulfing candle. I think I've seen it already though. I'm just checking other time frame. I've seen it in 4 hours. So price engulfed this candle, like as it rejected here, it closed like this, engulfing this candle completely. So two things are involved, two things are involved, because if you go to the 15 minutes now, that is a shift of structure. Do you get? This is a shift of structure, and so price is even trading right now at the fair value gap, which is here. So point is, if you want to take a sell here, it's justified to take a sell from this level like this. To the to find my moment to the. It's not long. No, where is that stuff? Yeah, it's not that long though, but this is it on GBP-JPY. This is the buyers I have. Entry current market price, stop loss at the high on the 4 hours, which is around 212.865, and then take profit is around the low in the 4 hours. The external liquidity, which is at 209.611. That is my submission for what GBP-JPY wants to do. Emphasis on price is expanding. So to me, I see price expanding, and after expansion, it mitigated a higher time frame level, which is the fair value gap, and it is displacing or has displaced. You get, and it also has displaced. So basically, that is it. So that's the reason why I'm going to be waiting for that's the reason why I would suggest that, okay, if we're going to do anything, it should be a sell. Do you get on GBP? Next we have is on GBPCAD. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but let me see. What I can see here is it looks like price wants to shift away, but then it doesn't though, because in the 4-hour time frame, okay, here's the card. As where are we on our GBP card? Okay, I'm coming. I'm going to go back to we'll come back to GBP card. I want to take a buy trade here. So to take a buy trade on GBP, here's the card, right? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. USD. Here's the card. USD card. So add it to my. Okay. Is it there? It's not there now. So I want to add it to USD card. Okay, added. So entry is 2 hours, right? I enter with 2 hours, OB in 2 hours. Okay, seen it. So entry will be here. Stop loss will be at current market price. Stop loss is at 1.36065. 1.36065. Oh, nice. Okay, I've seen where I want to enter. The your can is 50. It's okay. So I'm going in now. Set stop losses at 1.36065. Take profits is at 1.37946. Done. So I'm in the first trade for the week. I think I might adjust the TP. Okay, no, it's the same thing. Alright, so enter the trade on the user card. Buying user card. Okay, so where were we? When something card, yeah, GBP card. So for this one, yeah, for this one, this is 8-hour time frame. What this one even looks like? It looks like price came down. This is what I'm saying here. On 8-hour time frame, price came down, mitigated POI here, started pushing price up. If we go to 4 hours here, right, you see it's looking like price is causing a breakout. I can see all these things already from the time. I'm already used to 4 hours, so let me show you what I mean by the way. Here, if you see this now, if you go to 2 hours, let me show you in 1 hour. You see it clearly now. So you see that the price has broken out from the structure here, which is what you call trendline liquidity. That okay, price wants to take out these highs, so this trendline liquidity. So best to wait for is a retest. All right, a retest into the demand level that push price way back up. All right, so like the demand level will be all of these levels, and we see price come trade into it. So hold on, for price to trade into it and then take out the liquidity levels above. So I need to drink water. Don't forget that this mitigation was 8-hour mitigation, so the 8-hour mitigation caused price to push way up like this. That's what's pushing price up now. So the next one we have apart from GBPCAD is on GBPAUD. So on GBPAUD, if I go to 2 hours, I'm checking for 2 breaker structures. I can only see one. Yeah, I can only see one breaker structure. Check it. So I can only see this one here. So what I'll tell you is, okay, wait for price to break for the second time here. Alright, for those of us that trade continuations, because I don't see it as a bearish continue. I don't see that price continuing to sell. I think price is going to continue to buy from where it is now. So what I'll suggest here is that wait for a second breaker structure in this level. Second breaker structure will validate the trend for us and to drink water. Alright, so the second breaker structure will validate the trend for us that okay, we're now going up. You get, and that I think that's that now. Okay, so in fact it has a see, this, I'm just looking at it again, it has a sweep of liquidity here, right? So it has a sweep of liquidity here like this. Jesus. So that's a liquidity here, so meaning I'll trust this level more to deliver whatever it wants to deliver on USD card. I mean, I see USD card don't enter my mouth. GBPAUD. So GBPAUD, it has super liquidity right there. So again, I repeat, so I'll tell you, wait for price to trade into or break its structure for the second time, then we can do what we want to do. You get, so so here's this one as one. We have one, we have two. It's after it breaks this structure for the second time, that's when we can then know the POI that I want to use for it. So the best thing to do here is cover everything from here down, then use the medium like this, because not by me this thing will give headache. Yes, so I can also take a buy from here now. I can also take a buy from here. Let's see, 3 hours. I can also take a buy from here too. Probably, I guess new at the guess. But I'm not guessing, Joe, that's just a joke. So I'll be waiting for buy. I'm waiting for buys. Waiting for buys. So second breaker structure, price trade back into these levels, and then we take a buy. Alright, so that's on GBPAUD, by the way. GBPAUD. So this is GBPNZD. Now for GBPNZD is clear, we're still in a very bearish market. Let me show you. If you try and connect the external dots together like this, so you see price just clipped that level, and so it's selling. But not many people trade GBPNZD, so I don't really need to analyze it. But if you trade GBPNZD, it's a sell. Then for GBPCHF, okay, I had one buy scenario here last week. It's stop loss. So